friends. I feel extremely honored to introduce Frank.
Can't hear you.
Good evening, friends. I feel extremely honored to introduce Frank Potenza, our guest jazz guitarist who was born and reared in Providence, Rhode Island. There was music in their home from the beginning. His father loved swing music and had a big selection of 78s. Mother was a pianist, and sisters played the accordion and ukulele. He took a few piano lessons and started on the accordion in the first grade. He performed in recitals, sang, tap danced, and was on local television shows when he was 10. He began guitar lessons at 13. After graduating from Berklee College of Music in New York, he met and befriended the Joe Pass. He also met Mickey, his wife, who lived in LA, and they made a move to Southern California, where he's taught, composed, and received a graduate degree in LA. He has been a professor in the studio guitar department at USC for 20 years. His latest Capri release is Old, New, Borrowed, and Blue. Welcome, Brad.
Thank you. And thank you for being here tonight.
Okay.
The first person I have to thank is Dorothy. I assume you all know Dorothy. Bless her heart. This all started because Dorothy has come to see me so many times in different places in Southern California and taken taxis and mule trains and whatever she's needed to do to be able to get out to wherever it is that I'm playing. And I just thought, I haven't seen her recently, and I know she's having a difficult time just trying to get people to come out with her and to get out. And I just called and I said, what if I just came and played it at your place? You know, so I was thinking her living room, with maybe a few other people. So this is even better. So thank you all so much for coming out, and I hope you enjoy what we're going to do tonight, which is just play a bunch of great old music. Some of it's not so old, but and I'm only 25 myself, so times 3 almost. But I grew up, as Dorothy told you, in a household where there was a lot of good music and a lot of people who loved music, and I consider that one of the great blessings of my life, that I've been able to make a living playing music. It's really a total blessing to be able to do what I've been able to do in my career in music. So some of what you're going to hear is familiar, and some of it is by request. So I circulated a request list that we can run it around the room again if you want. But I have plenty to go on here, so I figure I can play until probably Friday without stopping. And it'll all be long gone by then. But I'm going to start with something that you may or may not know, and then I'll continue with some stuff that you know well. And I use this tune as the first tune to play a lot, just because I like the spirit of it. I played in Providence not too long ago, and I said I feel like at this point in my life I like to have kind of a theme for the evening. So the theme could be anything, and this particular night I said, the theme for tonight is, don't take yourself too seriously. So I think that's good words to live by, and this tune sort of supports that position. This is called Laughing at Life. Happiness always comes around to bless happy-hearted ones, I guess. It's true. Why not grin, even when the odds are grim? Smile and take it on the chin. When you're blue, don't mind the raindrops. Wait till the rain stops. You'll find the sun laughing at life. No road is lonely if you can only smile through your tears, laughing at life. Live for tomorrow, be happy today. Laugh all your sorrows away. Start now and cheer up. The skies will clear up. Lose all your blues, laughing at life. Live for tomorrow, be happy today. Laugh all your sorrows away. Start now and cheer up. The skies will clear up. Lose all your blues, laughing at life. Lose all your blues, laughing at life. Thanks. Thank you and good night. All right, so now I have a million good requests here, so we're going to get to most of them. Not necessarily all of them. Everybody's looking at me like, he's lying. I can tell he's lying. Where's the word go? One of the ones I have to get to is Dorothy's favorite too, but you had written me that somebody had asked for All the Things You Are. Is there somebody in the room that asked for All the Things You Are? All right. I'm always curious how people come to know these tunes. Would you mind telling me how you came about this tune?
It's a tune that my husband always requested.
Ah, okay. All right.
Music.
Now, you thought you were just going to come here and sit and enjoy some music, right? No. I have something I want you to learn from this, and there's going to be a test at 7:30. Popular music, a lot of what we know to be popular music, like I would call this part of the Great American Songbook, right? So a lot of these songs came from shows, musicals, and you're aware of that. If you are not aware of the version that was sung in the show, in some cases, there's a portion of the tune that is not commonly played. It's just been sort of discarded. It's called the verse. Has anybody ever heard of the verse? Okay? All right, great. See, now I'll say this to an audience of like 25-year-olds, and they look at me like I'm speaking a different language or something, right? Okay, so the verse. How many people have ever heard the verse to All the Things You Are? Okay, so many, like I said, many of these tunes, and I'm going to play several of them for you tonight, that are just well-known standards, and they happen to have verses, and because of, now I'm getting a little bit more into the history of all this than I intended, but I think this is kind of an interesting thing to know. Largely because of the phenomenon of fake books. How many people know what a fake book is? Okay. A fake book is a book that musicians typically used on gigs so that they could play tunes that they didn't really know, but they could kind of fake their way through them. And in some cases they would be requests, and somebody would say, could you play Sophisticated Lady? You don't know it, you find it in your fake book, you put it in front of you, somebody plays the melody, somebody plays the changes, the audience is happy, right? You know, in an attempt to consolidate those into the smallest possible space, a lot of the verses were just discarded. So we have just what remains, which is the part that is the most familiar, known as the refrain, okay? Now this is not across the board, but like many, many tunes have verses. Some of them are short, they might be 4 or 8 measures long, and they're not really anything in the way of any big deal as far as a special piece of music. But many of them have 16 to 32 measure long verses that are really lovely pieces of music, and a really nice part of the tune that unfortunately just doesn't get played or sung very much. So, you'll all recognize when I get to, that's the part we know, that's the refrain, okay? Jerome Kern also wrote a really nice verse. It goes like this.